Hey guys, JBFC1259 back again for another video. Today we're doing a championship preview for the 16-17 season. It's going to be mainly Fulham based, so I hope you guys enjoy it from the Fulham side. The other two are on different location. I'm currently abroad in Portugal, so we cut to them, cut back to me. Should be quite good. Let's get into the first question. What do they make of the Fulham transfer activity during the summer? So departures, players they brought in, I don't know. I think they brought in 6 or 7 players. They got rid of quite a few good players like Hyman, Dembele, possibly Ross McCormack. So what do they think of that?
So the first question James sent us was, what do we think about ins and outs of the summer transfer window so far? So Francis talks about the ins and how about transfers so far. So Francis?
First signing was Floyd Aid from SC Bastia. Apparently he's a winger or a forward.
We don't know much about him. French league, we don't watch him.
I mean, he's a winger, so that's a start. So you might as well. We can't complain about that because we're lacking in wingers, especially after the loan departure of George Williams and Kaka. Next signing, Sonny Aluka.
I think this is quality.
I haven't seen him for a while. Hull used to have a bit of a legend there, but I don't know if he's actually any good.
Well, as Musa Dembele's left, I'm thinking they're quite similar. They're quite pacey, good finishes.
Yeah, I can't. I'll take him, but I'm not particularly inspired by him. Callas.
Where will he play? Right back, centre back?
Either or, brilliant, good signing, quality signing. I prefer him at centre back because I think we got.
Well, anything's an improvement since last season. Danburn, Hutchinson, Amora-Bieta.
Decent lads, but I wouldn't exactly call him inspiring. Callas is a good signing. Middlesbrough fans rated him highly, so we've got to take that. Denis Odoi from Lokeren in Belgium. Apparently
He's got pace.
He's a left back, and anything's better than the likes of Staphylidis and Luke Garber.
Or Tim Ream.
Yeah, but Odoi, so we'll take him. A bit of a risk, but it'll hopefully pay off. Kevin McDonald from Wolverhampton Wanderers.
I don't know. I don't really look at the Championship above Fulham, so I'm normally looking at the Rotherhams and your Bristol City. So what is McDonald like?
He's sort of a better version of Jamie O'Hara. Apparently, he sprays passes all over the place.
They both played for Wolves.
Apparently he's rated highly. Apparently, he had a stinking attitude last year when he didn't come to us last season. So
He wants to join us, so
you never know. I mean, I'd have rather we gone for a sort of bridge shithouse midfielder,
like an improvement of Rohanins.
Rohanins would have done me fine. We needed a Dixon a two-hoop type to win in the middle. I mean, you laughed, but he did his job well.
Yeah.
We just need someone to win balls, and I don't think McDonald's that sort of player. So I still think we're lacking in that. Scott Malone for Jazz Richards. Possibly the most pointless transfer of all time.
Jazz Richards, is he good? Malone, is he good?
Shite.
Malone
apparently shite. Jazz Richards apparently shite.
Who's got the better deal? Just leave your comments below. Who's got the better deal? Fulham or Cardiff? Probably neither.
I mean, just utterly pointless transfer, really.
Yep.
David Button, good signing. I mean, I know Brentford have got Bentley from Southend, and he's a good keeper, but Button's proven at this level. He's better than Bettinelli. I mean, I know I like Marcus. He's a decent enough keeper, but he doesn't command his box enough. And for a defender as fragile as us, we need someone who can command the box, and apparently Button does that well. He's a good keeper at this level. I'm pleased we signed him.
I'm sad on the departure of Andrew Lonergan. I thought, come on, he's even better than Joe Lewis, who was awful.
Yeah, that's not hard.
Bettinelli, I don't rate him. Button, I saw a pre-season friendly got dogged from the halfway line. That's not giving me confidence going into the league where we've got Newcastle first game, and if he's starting, I'm not confident.
I'm happy with that signing. He's proven at this level. Our final signing so far is of Michael Maddle on a permanent deal, which
he was quality, I thought.
Yeah, he was quite comfortably. I mean, I know it's not saying much, but he was quite comfortably our best centre back towards the back end of last season. Sort of more of a sweeper, but he did a good job of that. And he can't cost much from Austria, the Austrian league, so good signing. I'm happy with that one. So I think we've signed some decent players. You say decent. I like the fact we've gone abroad because Nadal worked, and Aite, he's in a position we need, the likes of Odoi, and then we've got some proven championship, McDonald and Aluka and Button. So I'm relatively happy with our signings.
So the one departure is Ross McCormack. How are you going to do without him?
Yeah, I mean technically he hasn't left at the recording of this video, but
£10 million from Norwich, that could be 13.
Yeah. If he stays by the time this video goes out, I will be mighty impressed and relieved. But yeah, I can't see him staying.
There's a couple of departures, Kasana Click. Woo, 100 games somehow for Fulham.
Benny
Pringle.
He had potential, but he just pissed it away.
Ben Pringle, I think it's harsh. Didn't really give him a chance at Fulham.
Yeah, I mean, he'll do well at Preston. He's just he just didn't click with us really, did he?
Emerson Hindman. I think it's generally gone move to Bournemouth in my opinion, but Bournemouth are smashing the cash. 6 million Brad Smith, 15 John Knipe. I'm not complaining.
He'll do well. I think he's one of those players that are more suited to the Premier League than the Championship because he's not quite physical, but he's good. I reckon he'll do well. I think he's got a good future, Emerson.
And thank the Lord, Amora Bieta has finally gone. Amora Bieta is gone.
I mean, that is the fucking liability.
It has.
Yeah,
comments for
give him credit. Give him credit. Did you see his leaving message?
No.
I put a leaving message on Twitter and how he was grateful to Fulham, and it was the first Venezuelan to score in the Premier League. It was just nice. It was just very nice.
So now
Next question: what do you think the Fulham starting 11 will be?
question James asked us was what we think the formation will be and our preferable starting 11. So we're both going to go with the 4-2-3-1. I think with wingers.
I think that's what Slavisa wants. I think that's how he likes to set his team up.
Well, we've brought in some wingers, so that's always going to happen.
It's always, useful.
So first of all, the dilemma of goalie. You've gone.
Button. You can't go button. Not go button.
Well, I've gone Bettinelli because, well,
He's
one
a-
game Button, love from the halfway line. Rated.
Come on.
If he does well against Crystal Palace, I'll say Button, but I still think it's poor. I'm still annoyed about the departure of Andrew Lonergan. I liked him.
Button.
Right back, we've
Both gone Fredericks because we
we
don't
are our
have
fourth best player.
we don't have anyone else better. I
We've
mean,
got Stearman there. Callas.
If we were to sign a better right back, I'd quite happily use Fredericks as like an impact sub winger, but we don't have any other right
We've
backs as of the moment.
Jack Grimmer.
I like Grimmer, but I wouldn't say he's ready. I'm not prepared to play him as of yet.
Two centre backs we both agree on are Thomas Callas. Well, you can see what he did at Middlesbrough, but they only conceded about 5 goals. Was it?
Something stupid like that.
Plays
Callas and Nadal.
Plays for Chelsea. I've gone Callas and Richard Stearman.
I reckon Callas and Nadal will complement each other well because Callas is a bit more of a brick shithouse type, and Nadal is a sweeper.
Stearman, he had horrible first season, but he's got experience.
He's alright as backup, but I'm not.
I think Nadal's too small. He is quite small, isn't he?
He's quite small.
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
happy to admit that doesn't mean he's a bad defender, and if anything, that helps him because he's a bit more nifty and agile.
So left backs,
Both are doing.
we've got no one else. It's Kavanagh,
Or Malone.
Scott Malone, Cardiff. I don't know what else to say about him there.
I saw a Cardiff fan on Twitter comment something like he'd rather have a bus at left back or a tractor at left back or something.
That
Like
gives
that.
you confidence when you've just signed him.
To be fair, we got rid of Jazz Richards for him.
Okay, in midfield,
Hopefully he's better in London than he is in Wales, but I can't see it.
our captain Scott Parker, definite.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
These are one of the sort of two holding in the
We'll
4-2-3-1.
probably get tired like midweek.
Yeah.
Away to Bristol or whatever. We'll get tired. So.
He'll only be able to play 20 minutes, but I mean, he's the sort of, he just works his bollocks off for the few minutes he's on the pitch, and you've got to respect that, and you need someone like that in the team. So
Playing for England in Euro 2012, and now he's at Fulham, so.
you can't be passing up on that type of quality, mate. No, him, and I've got McDonald next to him because he can sort of spray passes from the deep alongside Parker, who, I mean, as of yet, he is our only sort of midfielder who's willing to win the ball back, and I think we need one of those in every team you can get. So that's why I've got Parker next to McDonald.
And I've gone Tunnicliffe. Okay, I'll admit it now, I'm a Tunnicliffe. I like his
He's
style.
absolutely shit.
I like his style of
He's
football.
absolutely shit.
He's
absolutely shit.
He works for the club. He's a ball boy.
He runs.
He's
He
a
just
ball
runs.
boy.
That's
Where
what he
they
does.
90th minute with 2-1 down, the ball goes in the crowd. He'll call for it. That's what you need in a club.
Can you explain to the fan base why you like Ryan Tunnicliffe so much?
He's not very good, but I like the way he tries. That Parker and Tunnicliffe in centre mid. That's just workhorse.
Sort of three along the 3 in the 4-2-3-1.
We forgot about Tunnicliffe's lob. Do we want to mention that
No.
against Bristol?
That's two of the good things he's ever done for the club. I mean,
He's got a couple of good ones.
I mean, I'd like Patrick Bamford here, but as long as Tunnicliffe's at the club, Patrick Bamford won't be here because Tunnicliffe called him a sausage boy on Twitter. So, you know, I'm holding Tunnicliffe personally responsible for probably one of the best striking options we could get, which should McCormack leave. I'm holding Tunnicliffe personally responsible for him not coming to this club.
Thanks, Ryan. So we've gone three midfielders to find a striker. So
Kearney in the hole behind the one striker, because that's where he's best. I mean, he just sets play up, he just drifts in, drifts out. He's a playmaker. That's where he works.
He only
best.
scores good goals.
With McCormack leaving, I'd say Kearney's probably our best player. So stick him where he likes to be played. He scores goals. He sets stuff up. He makes things happen. That's where he's got to be played, in my humble opinion.
I've gone Kearney, but on the wing.
Because he's a madman.
Only because on last Vegan Christensen, just behind the striker.
Wouldn't Vegan work better on the wing? Because he sort of works.
We did that. We started that. I think Charlton away when we were 2-0 up. We brought him on and then managed to muck up and draw 2-2.
We brought on Luke Garber in that, didn't we?
Yeah, well, beat
That was one of Kit Simon's
Christensen, I think.
Finest hours, wasn't
It
it?
was the first season in the Championship before he played very well. That was down the middle.
Yeah, he got injured. He's got injured and hasn't really found his form back. He sort of found it a little bit towards the end of last season, but
I wouldn't say he's brilliant on the wing, but I'm playing him central.
I put Vegan on the win over Kearney
And then
personally.
we've both gone Floyd Aite, the signing from SC Bastia. Don't know much about him.
All we know is he's a winger, so
that's what we need.
He's got to play him. We
He's
got to play
pace.
him on the wing, pasty winger.
And who else you got in the wing?
I put a Luco on one of the wings. I'm not entirely sure which wing I've put each other on, but as long as one of them's on the wing, I'm not overly sure on a Luco, but I think we played him on the wing in some of the pre-season friendlies, so that's where he's going in my team.
I've gone Luca up front because I'm personally Woodrow. We've got Woodrow and Matt.
I've got Woodrow up front.
We've got Woodrow, Matt Smith, and a Luco. You think?
Hopefully we'll see coming in, but we
who's
don't
going
know
to score
yet.
the goals? You think a Luco?
I think Woodrow's decent enough. He hasn't got much. He got injured last season. He scored 4 goals. He scored, was it 3 or 4 last season? Then he barely got
against Rotherham. And but to be fair, he was always a sub for Dembele and McCormack.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't find himself breaking into the team, and when he did come on, he scored goals. So I think, and seeing him in the pre-season friendly, he can hold the ball up well. He's not a pushover. He works his bollocks
He
off.
scored a good goal actually.
Yeah,
I think he'd be a good impact.
If we don't sign anyone else, I'm happy with Woodrow up front personally.
Or Matt Smith.
I mean, I like having Smith because he's another option to have in the 80th minute if we're 1-0 down.
He's not. He doesn't win headers. He's big. He gets tired running onto the pitch.
Yeah, he's got a bit of blubber on him, but he's just another option to have, isn't he? I mean,
So-
I'd rather have him than flog him for like 200k or whatever we'll get for him, because we're not going to get money for him. So you might as well just keep him, have another option, in my humble opinion.
I'm personally going to give my opinion on the starting 11. So I agree with France. I think Button will be Goss better, mate. I think he's a bit dodgy sometimes. Sometimes he can be brilliant, sometimes he's not great. Right back, Dennis Adoy. I think Dennis Adoy will be right back. I know he's like left back, but I think he's right footed, so I think he'll be better right back. And that's like one of the games that like a huge run, so I think he'll be good there. Centre back, Callas, Maddle. Maddle was by far Fulham's best centre back last season, and Callas got promoted, so he knows what they'd like to do that. Left back, Sessegnon. You might like, whoa, he's like 16, but I think in the preseason he's been Fulham's best left back, best defender. He should definitely play. So I'm going to go for a 4-2-3-1 as well. 2 Jones, Parker, McDonald doesn't really much explain. There's no one better really there. Right mid, I might go Fredericks. I think Fredericks is good going forward, so I'm going to go Fredericks right mid. Cam Kearney, left wing Ayite, striker Aluko. And obviously if Ross McCormack's still there, he'll obviously be in the position. How do you think the championship table will look? So maybe where Fulham finish, title, promotion, playoff positions and relegation.
Where we think the championship table is going to look like at the end of the season. So relegation, playoffs,
Promotion, etc.
who's going to win the league. So from start off, who do you think is going to win the league?
Newcastle. Benitez, they signed, Gale, Matt Ritchie. They've already got a decent squad anyway.
Got rid of Wijnaldum.
Is that bad? Just right. Yeah, but they'll piss it. I mean, Rafa's a quality man. They'll probably, I reckon they'll do some sort of a record points. They'll get at least 100 points, I reckon. I mean, that's just on the quality of their squad alone.
I think they'll do well personally, but I don't think they're going to win it. I'm going to go Norwich with Ross McCormack. Ross McCormack deserves.
Don't rate Alex Neil.
Ross McCormack deserves Premier League football.
He does.
Leeds, he's done so well. Fulham, he's kept us up. I'm surprised Premier League team hasn't come from. So
to be fair, he's getting on a bit. Isn't he?
28 or 20.
I mean, for 10 million, you're paying for a 10 million for a £30 Championship player. I can understand. But
so I think Norwich, then Newcastle.
See, I go Newcastle. Then in second, I go with the amazing Sheffield Wednesday, because I reckon they'll do what Middles predicted this last season. They'll bounce back from the playoff final stronger. They've got a good manager. They've got a good core set of players. They've signed Padil permanently, and they got
Abdi.
And that's a cracking signing for this division. He's a quality little player. So I reckon Sheffield Wednesday will come second for this season.
And your third place?
Derby County. Pearson. They've got good squad.
And he's got down Ben.
Yes, but I don't think they play him, and he's a twat. But yeah, they've got Pearson. You twat. No, they're signing. They've got good. I don't think they've signed anyone yet, but they've got one of the best squads on paper. You know, your Bradley Johnsons, your
Is he permanent?
Yeah, 5 or 6 million last season. They got Butterfield, Chris Martin, Johnny Russell, etc. They've got a good squad, and Pearson, I reckon, will sort them out. So third, they'll push Wednesday for second, in my opinion. But I reckon Wednesday will just pick them. So Derby for third for me.
Me for third, I've gone Fulham.
You madman.
Why not? If Fulham do it, it'll be a miracle.
Yes, it will. Yes,
We probably won't go up. We'll probably another season, 18th to push. 18th's a great finish for Fulham at this rate, but why not? I went for Fulham's 5th last year and 20th.
Yeah,
20th. So I go for third. I'm aiming for about 18th this season for Fulham.
the dizzying heights of
18th. It's a big push. I know it's crazy, but I'm going to say third.
Right. Fourth place you've gone for.
Oh, well, we've both gone for Brighton. Brighton, they were solid.
Well organised. Chris Hume's a quality manager, decent squad of players. He'll organise them well for. Don't know how they'll do in the playoffs, but I reckon
they should have got up last year.
Yeah.
They were harshly plucked off for the point by Middlesbrough.
Yeah, and it was a good game on Wednesday at the end, but it was harsh on Brighton. I reckon I'd like to see Brighton in the Premier League, to be fair.
So my 5th is Leeds United. Leeds, their fans, they're what? Just your opinion.
Gary Monk.
Leeds, their fans. They say, "Oh, we deserve Premier League football." Well, they probably do, to be honest. But
Yeah, they do, but it's Gary Monk.
he did pretty well at Swansea.
Gary Monk.
He's
Gary Monk.
played in the Championship. He'll have experience. He knows how to organise players. He's got Bristwood to deal with. Bristwood will bang in 6 goals a season.
I mean, I can't argue with that one, mate. It's
Who's
just
they got at the back? Who's their keeper?
Belushi. Still, they've signed a new keeper. I can't remember. They've signed some keeper, but I can't remember.
He'll be solid. 20 clean sheets. Leeds 5th.
I've gone for Norwich at 5th. I mean, I don't think they'll go up, but I don't particularly rate Alex Neil, to be honest. But
They got Ross McCormack.
Yeah, well, we assume they'll have Ross McCormack, but yeah, good squad. You can't see them not being up there, to be fair to them. Who have you gone for at 6th?
Birmingham. No, pretty solid team.
Shout. Gary Rowett, quality manager.
Oh,
Decent squad.
yeah.
Good shout.
I don't really look at, well, as I said, we're Fulham fans, we don't really look up the table, so Birmingham, I don't really know much. I know they beat us 5-2 last season.
They're well organised.
Donaldson, Cotterill,
Yeah.
Who they got the back?
Yeah. They got Michael Morris, I don't know, Shinny, Gleeson,
Or whatever.
I'm pretty shacking goal.
They
got an average squad.
When they played Fulham at the Cottage, they absolutely
annihilated
destroyed us. So
I think they've signed Tesha. Is it Tesha? Yeah, they've made some decent signings. Row's a good manager. I can see him being out there. But 6th, I've gone for Brentford because scam. No, they've signed some good players. They've signed the League One players. They've got Egan from Gillingham, Sawyers from Walsall, and Bentley from Southend. And if they do to keep up, they're quality players from down below. So if they click, adding to the squad they've already got, they're like Hogan's banging them in. Veeb is a decent player, and they've got Harley Dean and stuff at the back. I reckon Dean Smith's a decent manager. I can see him pushing for it.
So there are 3 relegation places. I've gone for Wigan.
For what it's worth, I think Fulham will finish 12th.
I've gone for Wigan. Yes, they've got Will Grigg, it's a great song, but Gary Caldwell.
Nice, yeah, I can't.
Have they really got a good team? I don't really know any League One players. Will Grigg, all I know is because of the song and Northern Ireland. Barnsley, how are they in the champ? How are Fulham playing Barnsley? It's not nice. And Burton now being bottom.
Yeah, I've also gone for Burton bottom. Not against them. I like their story and everything, but they had a worse squad last season than they did in League Two, which sort of isn't brilliant.
Did they win the league?
What,
no, it was Wigan. It was Wigan.
Wigan won the league, Burton came second, and Barnsley won the playoffs. I've gone Burton last. I've gone for Rotherham second last.
Just want to shout there. They're not.
I mean, they've only signed like 2 players to a squad that Neil Warnock did miracles with.
And he's not there anymore.
Stubbs, I don't really know much about Stubbs. I mean, he won the cup with Hibernian in Scotland.
But we don't. Scotland.
You know, but can you really? I don't know.
Yes, Scotland. Sorry.
You know, he might do well, but I don't reckon he will because they've only signed 2 players. 22nd Blackburn, Owen Coyle.
Danny Graham up front.
Owen Coyle.
Don't tell me Danny Graham.
I mean, I feel a bit sorry for Blackburn because they've just been like all of their players. They've just been raided, and the Indians. I can't remember what they're called. Venki's at Blackburn. They just completely fucked them over. So I feel a bit sorry for Blackburn, but I do reckon they'll go down this season. And yeah,
My prediction on the Championship table: title Newcastle, the best manager by far in the league with what's his name? Benitez, sorry, and they still got a lot of their players which they had in the Premier League, so I think their squad was way too good. Second, Villa. They've brought in Di Matteo, who's a quality manager, won the Champions League, so and they've still got most of their players, which got them promoted, who are in the Premier League. I know they came last and were one of the worst teams ever, but they still have decent players. They've got Micah Richards, decent defender, and I think they've got players who will be able to do it. And also they got like Shibola from Reading, which I think is a good player. Third, I think Wolves, because Wolves have had just a huge takeover and they've brought in like a new manager who's a former Italian manager. So I think Wolves, they'll bring in loads of players, top quality players. So I think they're going to be brilliant this season. Fourth, Brighton, they'll be back up because they'll build from last season. They were brilliant last season. They didn't lose in like the first half of the season, so they were brilliant. I think they'll do it again. Fifth, Derby. They're always in and around it, so I think they'll be up there again. And sixth, Norwich. They've still got a solid team from last season from the Premier League, and I know all of Alex Neil might be the best manager. I think they got a good enough squad. Relegation. Burton last, second last, Bristol City, third last, Rotherham. Question: who do you think the Deadwood are at Fulham? Who has to go? Who is not good enough?
So the last bit of this will be the Deadwood that Fulham need to get rid of. So probably quite a lot. There's so first of all, Sakari Mattia.
pointless signing. Get rid of it.
He's always got the flu. How can you be ill for about 360 days of the year?
Yeah.
And play one game?
Yeah. He's been a waste. I mean, we didn't spend much on him, but he's been a waste.
Did we give him a new contract, or was he already on a new contract?
I think he was only on a 2-year deal or something like that. So.
Then we've got fullbacks of Jack Brimmer and Sean Kavanagh.
Jack Brimmer, I'm happy to keep. I reckon he did well at Shrewsbury, which, I mean, I know that's open to interpretation on if that's a good thing or not.
Oh, we have Lionel Cole as well.
Less said about Lionel, the better. But I think Jack Brimmer's a good enough backup right back, at least. I reckon he'll do well in the future. So I think
I
we
just
should
keep
keep it.
selling. We don't. We've Scott Malone. Who cares?
Yes.
And
Scott Malone.
Sean Kavanagh.
The man who, nice enough lad, I'm sure, but he looks
Got
like
an accent. It's a good, very strong Irish accent.
very strong Irish accent. Probably a nice kid, but he looks like a fetus, and he can get into Mansfield Town's team. Get rid.
Why did we play him centre mid 2 years
Because
ago?
Kit Simons is a genius.
Centre mid. He wasn't strong.
He was shit.
One
yeah.
goal.
I mean, nice bloke. Get rid. I'm afraid.
Speaking of one goal, now we're talking about 3 goals this season of Matt Smith. Was it 2? It was 2, wasn't it?
2, I think.
2 goals a season for Yeah.
To be fair,
Fourth
he only
choice.
got used as
Fourth choice.
5-minute scum appearances, but I'm happy to keep, as we elaborated on earlier on, I'm happy to keep him because he's a good option to have off the bench, dip a lump up the pitch too. I mean, I know you said, oh, he doesn't win headers, but, you know, the fact that we've got him is it's a deterrent.
Well, if it's good, that
I'd keep it, personally.
Fulham are cheering his goals in the warm-up.
Do we?
Yeah, apparently in Brentford away, Fulham fans were cheering him scoring in the warm-up.
I don't remember that.
That's what the James said. He said Fulham fans are cheering his goal. That just does not give you confidence. If you're cheering your player scoring in warm-up.
Yeah, but to be fair, I don't think I can take anything remotely away from Brentford away, apart from the fact we got absolutely battered and were an embarrassment.
And the last person that we agree that doesn't really have a future is Tim Reeve.
A bit harsh. I think he's decent enough backup.
He can't really get in the team, can he?
Yeah, but you think about who else have we got as backup centre backs?
Callas, Maddle, Stearman. Play youths.
I'm happy to keep Reeve as a backup left back / centre back thing.
Well, we don't really know much about the youths, but we're seeing Humphreys and Sessegnon.
Sessegnon looks good. I'm happy with Sessegnon.
He's the right back, isn't he, or
left back? I think.
left back? And
I don't know
Humphreys.
much about Humphreys.
I think he scored 3 or 4 in pre-season. Which is
Give him a
good.
go. Give him a go. Why not? Why not?
And
We've got nothing to lose.
But we know that Ross Max left, or he hasn't left at this current stage. We'll keep staying, but we're pretty sure he's left. But George Williams, the man that got to the semi-final of the Euros,
To be fair,
is
so
at MK Dons.
So did Jazz Richards.
Yeah, but we've Scott Malone. We have Scott Malone.
I've got Scotland though. Yeah, George Williams. I mean, I think because we're short on wingers, I wouldn't have minded seeing him stay, but I haven't seen enough of him to judge whether he's actually a decent player. Obviously, we've seen bit parts of him at the beginning of last season when McGaff, 2 seasons ago when McGaff was here. This kid. Yeah, but we've only seen bit parts of him and he's been shipped out on loan, he's been injured, so, you know, maybe...
Kai Watts at MK Dons.
Is he?
I thought he was at MK Dons for some reason, or that might just be football manager, but we miss you, Kai.
God, Kai Vosser.
But we'd just like to say thank you, James, for letting us come on the channel again.
Thanks guys for watching. If you've made it this far, I'm gonna leave like a straw poll on the side of the screen now. So I'm gonna put every position waiting for them will finish. So that should be interesting to see where you guys think will Fulham finish. Remember, these are only our predictions, so starting 11s, anything, championship, what do you think will happen there? Put in the comment section down below. Thanks lads for being on the channel. They're only our predictions, so don't get over it. Like if we said something bad about your club. Thanks lads for watching. See ya.